Right. Greetings, guys. Nginamukela to this lesson. In our today's lesson, sizobe a derivative of f at x lingana no 3 over x squared, guys. Okay. Right. So before we start, I normally do recommend ukuthi wenze derivative yakho on the side of this, just to actually get a quick idea ekuthenini what is it that you're actually aiming to find. Okay. So we're recalling ukuthi we are required to find a derivative kabani ka 3 over x squared. Okay. Now we're recalling ukuthi asikhona ukuthi siqale siderive singakabi ne-equation yethu okanye next right, singakabi ne-equation yethu ise in a form of a x exponent n. So sifuna ukuthi sibe ne-constant, sibe no-x wethu ne-exponent konke kuyi-numerator. Okay, so in this case u-x wethu uyi-denominator, so fanele siwushintshe kuqala before sikhone-ke ukuderive. So sokhumbula ukuthi according to laws of exponents siyakhona ukuthi simnyuse lo x lo ayoba ingxenye yama-numerators, but ezothi mayifika phezulu ishintshe isayini ye-exponent. So ndiyafana nobani no-3x exponent minus 2. Then because sekunjena-ke, we've got our a, we've got our x, we've got our exponent of minus 2, so therefore we can start deriving straight from here. So a derivative, okay, or f prime x will therefore be equals to negative 2 times 3 kuzobobani negative 6 loyo, and then we're going to bring our x, and then negative 2 minus 1 kubani negative 3. Okay, so again we've got our derivative, guys. So exponent multiplied by a value got a over there, we did that, split to x, and then for exponent a up before base minus 1. So siyazi guys ukuthi when it comes to our derivatives, asikhoni ukushiya exponent ethi negative, so it has to be left positive. So kumbula-ke thina ukuthi the only mere way esingenza ngayo sishiye positive ukuthi siyibuyisele as a denominator, because siyazi mase ayibuyisele as a denominator isayini yayo izoshintsha. So soba no minus 6 over x exponent 3, guys. Okay, so here we go, guys. So this is the exact answer that we're actually aiming for. Let's try derivative here on our left hand side. Okay, now so we'll recall to actually find the derivative we use the limit concept, whereby our h approaches 0, and so besibuka nje u f at x plus h, okay, minus u f at x all over h, guys. Okay, so first things first, last bona khona x, so qala sifakele khona u x plus h bese siminaza equation yethu njengoba injalo kanye f at x wethu njengoba enjalo. So again sibuka limit la khona h approach u0 khona, this will be equals to shusoba no 3 over x plus h all squared minus, and then f at x wethu ke simbuyisa njengoba enjalo, should u3 over x squared, and then this is all over h, guys. Okay, then mase kulana-ke siyazi ukuthi our sole purpose or sole aim yonke into esoyenza siyenzela ukuthi sithi get rid of lo h lo, because ekugcineni kosuku sofaka u0 la sibona khona u-h, but asikwazi ukumfaka lo h esela. So once asusa lo h lo, then sesingakhona ukuthi simfakele u0 la sibona khona u-h khona. Okay, siyazi ukuthi ubomntasi wethu uthi asiqede ngama-brackets kuqala. Okay, asiqede ngama-brackets kuqala, but ake sikhumbuzane nje, guys, ukuthi how do you actually perform a square very quickly without ever having to FOIL and expand and then add your like terms and so forth. So what you mainly do is, if you've got x plus y, say all squared, or maybe x minus y all squared, what you do is you square your first term. So le component like qalen mengi square ratio, so kuzoba x squared, also sniggers in your x squared basically. And then for your middle term, utimes lokho okutholakala la ngaphakathi kuma brackets, so zoba no x multiplied by positive y ube no positive xy, bese answer yakho etholile uyitimes ngo2, so therefore zoba no positive 2xy. And then lastly you square your last term, which is going to be y squared. Okay, so you square your first term, boom, then you multiply laba la ngaphakathi uthole answer, bese leyo answer yakho uyitimes ngo2, then you've got your middle term, then you square your last term. So guys, this is how you quickly do the expansion of a square without having to open two sets of brackets. Okay, right, so kuzosiza ke lokho when it comes to here we're going to be making use of that method over there. So we're looking at a limit where h approach khona u0, this will be equals to 3 over. Okay, and then emvakalana-ke, when we actually expand that quickly, we're going to be having x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Okay, so we just made use of our method that is khuluma ngayo. So minus u3 over x squared, and then this is all over h, guys. Okay, so xa siyabona-ke la ukuthi sine-fraction minus nenye fraction. Okay, now we'll recall again, ake sikhumbuzane futhi again ukuthi how do you actually work through ama-fractions ethu a-addanayo noma aminusanayo. Let's say maybe we've got 4 over 3 minus 1 over 2. Okay, so the first thing you do is you determine your LCD. So your LCD can be determined by actually taking ama-denominators akho uvele ubhale nje i-product yawo la ngezansi. So LCD yakho u6, okay, but unotice-ke futhi ukuthi ungayithola LCD ngokuthi uvele wathathe nje ama-denominators akho njengoba enjalo uvele uwa-multiply la as your LCD. Then emva kalapho sothi-ke le denominator le ngala iya kangaki kwi-LCD yami. So u3 and 3 will cancel, sisale no2, and then 2 multiplied by 4 u8 loyo. Then on this side again, the denominator yangaklaphayana, so 2 and 2 will cancel, sisale no 3, and then 3 times 1 u3 loyo, sehlisa minus sign. So 8 minus 3 u5 loyo over 3 times 2 u6 loyo, guys. Okay, that's how you can easily and quickly conduct your addition and difference, your addition or a difference of fractions using this method. Okay. So therefore we're going to be doing exactly the same thing over there. So sisabuka-ke limit la khona h approach u0 khona, so this will be equals to, okay, so LCD in this case, so thatha ama-denominators ethu siwabhale emultiplyana. So x squared plus 2xh plus h squared into x squared kanjeyana-ke, guys. Okay, so again mase sibona ukuthi ubani sometimes no 3, so ibuza ukuthi lo uya kangaki laphayana. So it means yonke la component leyana izokhansela loyana, kusale bani u-x squared, bese x squared wethu minus by multiplied by u3 wethu laphana sibe nobani no 3x squared. And then size ngala le denominator le mase divide laphana, it means lo uzokhanselana nalo kusale bani le component le njengoba injalo, bese siyayithatha simultiply nobani no -3 because kuno minus la no -3. So soba no minus 3 into x squared plus 2xh plus h squared, guys. Okay, then this is all over h singakhohlwa. Okay, then emva we'll have our limit, okay, where h approaches 0. Siyazi ukuthi ubomdas uthi ngiyemeke sabone brackets, right? It's advisable to get rid of lona kuqala. Okay, so we're going to get rid of lona la phezulu, but we're going to leave this part here for last. Okay, because bonile na example lethu le kade siyenze nje incane, siyekile le component la ezansi for last up until sisa clearisha lokho kulaphana phezulu. So in other words, soba nobani, soba no 3x squared, bese siya times ake la to get rid of lela bracket lelana. So soba no negative times the positive la, sibe no negative, and then 3 times x squared or 3x squared loyo. Then we're going to conduct our same process over here, negative times positive or negative, and then 3 times 2 or 6, and then we're going to bring down our xh. Then sibe no negative times positive over there or negative, and then 3 times h squared, sibe no bani no h squared. All over, this is all over ubani or x squared plus 2xh plus h squared into x squared all over h, guys. Okay, so sabona ke lapha sinama like terms, so akasala sesicleana wona first. So positive 3x squared no negative 3x squared bakhanselana, then bese ba ukuthi sisele ke no limit, okay, where h approaches 0 in such a way that ulingana nobani no negative 6xh minus h squared all over x squared plus 2xh plus h squared, sometimes nobani no x squared all over bani, all over h, guys. Okay. Right. So ngicathu siyabona-ke laphana guys ukuthi sine common factor laphana e-h. That's niyabona sine common factor laphana e-h. So mesingakhipha i-common factor ngaphandle, then it means leyo common factor ke singakhona ukuthi sikhanselele leya h olaphana ngezansi. So let us do just that. So ngicathu siyabona ukuthi ke again soqhubeka ngapha just for space sake, so it's no limit where h approaches 0. Right, so bano h ke into -6 because mesikipha ulunduzane u-h laphana usala u-negative 6x minus, and then mesifactor out to h laphana usala bani u-h kuphela, right? And this is all over, okay, u-x squared plus 2xh, okay, plus h squared into x all squared all over bani all over h, guys. Okay, then angikusho ke lokhu la ukuthi ke musula you can cancel off lo h no h because u-h numerator laphayana nalaphana futhi uyi-numerator as well. Let me just quickly show you guys ukuthi kungani ukhona ukuyenza lento le. Okay, uma ngabe uno x divided by x divided by y, okay, lento iyafana nokuthi yilo phezulu multiplied by i-reciprocal yalo olangezansi. So in other words, iyafana nokuthi x nje multiplied by i-reciprocal. I-reciprocal ithi i-denominator senze numerator, sathi i-numerator senze denominator. So kufana nokuthi yilo kade phezulu multiplied by u-y over x. So umuntu nomuntu ke can see here ukuthi u-x no x sebezokhanselana-ke vele, but omunye can follow it through using imithetho ye-maths ukuthi numerator times numerator kuzoba xy over denominator times denominator kubo bani kubo x. Again uyabona ukuthi benzani bakhanselana futhi over here. So this is why guys you can easily cancel off i-numerator ngenhla ne-numerator ngezansi because yazi ukuthi h mayimele u-h over 1, so uyi-numerator. So that's why you can easily cancel off kanjeyana. All right guys, so sithini say once you cancel off kanjeyana ke, then the next thing is substituting. So samfakela ku-0 la sibona khona u-h once we cancel off this h over here. So nalaphana ke same thing esizoyenza manje, so no minus 6x minus 0 all over x squared into brackets plus 2x into 0 plus u0 all squared into x squared. Okay, siyazi ke lathini ukuthi ke sino 0 vele laphayana, and then anything multiplied by 0 0 lo, so it's x squared plus 0 multiplied by x squared. In other words siba no negative 6x all over u-x squared multiplyana nobani nomunye u-x squared, guys. Okay, then emva kalapho siyazi mesenza ama-laws of exponency kukuthi ama-base ayafana, you keep. So in other words la soba no negative 6x over x exponent 4, guys. Then after here siyabona that no x exponent 1 la is the numerator, no x exponent 4 laphana is denominator. So lo x exponent 1 lo uzodlo yedwa laphana bese sala nobani no negative 6 over x exponent 3, guys. Okay, that's siyabona ke le answer guys ukuthi njani iyafana naleya. Guys. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this example. Again guys, feel free ukuthi makuthi khona imibuzo nayo nibuze under the comment section. Feel free. But other than that, until we meet again in our next lesson, goodbye for now.